Children, good morning, all of you. Children, today we are going to start with a new unit. It's called heredity. What is heredity? We should understand the meaning for that first. As a proverb given in your introduction page, like begets like. Like that, if offspring produced by a human being, it's look like human. If the young one produced by the goat, it's look like goat. If the young one produced by the cat, it look like cat. Okay, it look like cat. So like that way, how this happen is a big question. How it happened is the big question. uh, Before 18th century, nobody know about this. Nobody knows about it. Nobody was not familiar about it. So after the discovery of great scientist Gricker Jogan Mental, it came to light that is due to the genes. Yes, of course, genes, which are the hereditary material which transfer character from parents to offspring. Okay, that is called heredity. That is conduction of characters from parents to offsprings is called hereditary. So, how the characters are transferred from parents to the offspring, that you know very well. That is through a gamete. Characters are transferred from parents to offspring. The gametes in sexually reproducing organisms and also in asexual reproducing organism, they have chromosomes in its nucleus. Chromosome consists of a sequence of DNA. The fragment of DNAs are called gene. The fragment of DNA is called gene. The gene only responsible for the conduction of character from the parents to the offspring, right? Okay. So, as I said before 18th century, about this gene, chromosome, conduction of character from parents to offsprings are not at all familiar. In sexually reproducing organism, it shows variation. But in asexually reproducing organism, it will not show any variation. The young ones are exactly like parents. Why? Because in asexually reproducing organism, single parents only involved. The single parents transfer the character to the offspring. So the what are the genes present in that particular parents has to be transferred into the next generation, that is to their offsprings. But in case of sexual reproduction, there is involvement of two parents, that is male and female respectively. Male parent produce a male gamete, sperm, and female parent produce a gamete called ovum. See, ovum consists of one set of chromosome, that is haploid number of chromosome, and sperm consists of another set of chromosome with different characters. Same way, egg consists of different character, one set of chromosome with different characters, right? So, during fertilization, male and female gametes fuse together to form a zygote. Zygote is a product of fertilization and it is single cell in nature. And the zygote undergo multiplication and to produce the embryo. Embryo develop into young one. This is the consequence that we have discussed in the last previous lesson itself, right? Okay. So here what we have to speak about variation. Okay, what is variation? See, as I said, male parent consists of one set of chromosome with one kind of characters. Female gametes consist of one set of chromosomes with one kind of characters, right? When these two kinds of characters mixing together in a zygote, and the expression is different. The expression is different. Here there is a variation we can see. Okay, children, this is what about introduction about heredity. Heredity is nothing but conduction of character from one generation to another generation or from the parents to the offspring. Okay, so see, come to the text, children. Like begets like is an important and universal phenomenon of life. As the living beings produce offspring of their own kind, color of eye, color of hair, shape of nose, type of earlobe, etc. are inheritable traits. Have you ever wondered how do we inherit traits and character from our father and mother? Some of our characteristics might have been inherited from our grandparents. How do we inherit character from one generation to another generation? Okay, here you have many questions. Have you ever wondered how do we inherit traits and character from our father and mother? Isn't it or what? So, as already I said, from father through the male gamete, we are getting one set of chromosome with one kind of characters. The same way, mother contribute one set of character with the 23 chromosome in human beings. When both the characters are shuffled in the zygote and develop a young one, okay, and some of our character might have been inherited from our grandparents. How it is possible? We are getting characters from our father and mother respectively. Same way, our father's mother's parents are called our grandparents, isn't it? So our father and mother getting character from their parents. So our grandmother's fathers or grandparents character are passed to our parents. From our parents, some of the grandparents character will be passed to us. This is what happened, okay. It is because of the genes we inherit from our parents. These genes are responsible for the physical outlook and biological function. So, it is how, here another question, how do we inherit characters from one generation to another, isn't it? That I discussed with you. Characters are inherited from parents to offspring through a gene. Gene is responsible for inheritance of character from one generation to another generation. That was discussed here also. It is because of the genes we inherit from our parents. These genes are responsible for the physical outlook and biological functions. The branch of biology that deals with the genes, genetic variation, and heredity of living organism is called genetics.